guys, so today's I can't even talk. Hi guys, my name is NataleaMUA here on YouTube. It's been like a hot minute since I've recorded anything, and you know, my life has just been all over the place, but I got time today, so that's what I'm here to do. So today's makeup video is just gonna be a video explaining the products that I like and why I like them. So I'm gonna call this my ride or die makeup video. These makeup products I've used for probably a really long time, or I've used them within like the past 6 months or something, but they have never failed me. They always do me good. They're good for my skin type or my skin tone, or they just make the makeup that I wear come out and last as long as possible and look great. Alright, so what we're going to start with today is primers. Alright, so this primer, the Hangover RX primer, has been my ride or die primer for 2.5 years. My skin is oily, so I do a lot of exfoliating treatments on my skin, but when you exfoliate your skin, you definitely want to moisturize so that your skin doesn't get more oily. This primer has just been there for me. It's very hydrated. It does make my makeup as an oily skin person living in Florida stay on. But then I also have to combine the qualities of the foundation that I wear. And it smells, I think it smells like watermelon. It smells like a watermelon or like a coconut, but it smells great. I love it. It's never done me wrong. Alright, on to foundation. My ride or die foundation. I've used this probably for like ever. Anytime I've ever used a liquid foundation, this is the one that I always come back to. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and I go through a million different shades. But my shade right now is 129 Warm Nude. This comes in a lot of different colors. It comes in a lot of different undertones and skin tones. This is just overall a great foundation for oily skin. For dry skin, matte foundations aren't really like the best, I would say, because they dry out your skin and you want that extra moisture. But they also do have a dewy and smooth version of the Fit Me Maybelline, and this has a medium to full coverage, more of on the fuller side, I would say. But it's just overall never failed me, and I just love it. And people always ask me, what foundation are you wearing, what are you using, and hi, this is it. And I have like 18 bottles of this in 18 different shades, because if I'm sun tanning or if I'm just tanner from being out in the sun, I gotta be prepared. All right, another primer I didn't mention, because I don't always use this, but I do really like it. It's the Benefit Professional Primer. And this has a silicone base, so it'll fill in all those fine lines and pores. I don't necessarily have large pores, but since I'm oily, the oily T-zone of my face has larger pores, and I like to fill them so my nose and under my eyes and a little on my forehead, on my chin, look more smooth, and it just really combines with this foundation. Just like flawless. Alright, so I have two concealers that I've actually used. A couple concealers. I've used a lot of concealers, but these two are my absolute favorite concealers. So I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm usually in the shade Light Warm. But this concealer has a nice applicator. It has a bendy applicator, so when you, if you can kind of see how it bends, and when you apply this, I can use one side of the applicator for one under eye, the other for another under eye, go back in and do the highlighting on my forehead, nose, around my nose, and then on my chin, go underneath my cheekbone. This one has never failed. But my other favorite concealer that I use is my Fit Me Maybelline concealer, and I'm usually in the shade 20 beige, or 20 sand. This is a good dupe. This one is a good dupe for this one. This one is probably retailing for like $28. I can't really remember. I'll probably search that and put it in the description box for you. But this is the very high-end product, and this is like a $7 or $8 product for the same quality. Very full coverage. Both of them do the same thing, just this one is provided in a little more shades. And on the topic of concealer, I really know that this This is a concealer, but it's not like the typical type of concealer that you put on over your foundation. This is the type of concealer you put on before your foundation, after your primer, before your foundation, for color correcting. So this concealer is the NYX Conceal Correct Contour Palette, and this is in the shade Light 3CP01. It's a number on the back. It's a little dirty because I'm a dirtball, but this concealer is awesome. This is primarily for color correct, for sculpting out the brows, sculpting out underneath your wing liner. Probably one of the best concealers I've had. I've gone through 2 of these because it does go a long way. You don't really need a lot when you're applying anything, but it's a thicker consistency, so whenever you apply it underneath your brows, it's going to cover up that brow product, and I'll get into brows in a second. But this is just my ride or die, and it comes in a lot of different shades. Right here that I've hit pan on is a salmon shade that I like to use underneath my eyes to correct dark circles. Here is another salmon shade, but it's just a lot lighter, so this is more for the fairer tone skin. They don't have a lot for the darker tone skin here. There's just this probably, and this just for the under eyes or whatever. But they do have another palette meant for darker skin tones for this. But I like to use this one underneath my brow and to sculpt out underneath the front of my brow and to go over my brow bone, just so I can give that dimension of my brow bone popping out more, you know what I'm saying? But this is drugstore perfection, alright? Let's go on to brows. I've gone through a lot of brow products before. I've used eyeshadows. I've used brow powder by e.l.f. I haven't used that in a long time because I fell in love with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown. Alright, so as you guys know, my hair has been like 80 different colors if you don't follow me on Instagram. But my brows have always been the same just because I don't want to have to dye my eyebrows, alright? That's ridiculous. But this product goes a long way. I've had this product for probably 4 months. I use this product on a lot of clients and stuff like that. So it's gone a long way, and I still have a lot left in there. This is a very high-end product and is not drugstore, and is very expensive because it is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, you know, that name brand. But it's a very, 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 very good product. So next we're gonna move on to eyeshadows, and this is a big, broad spectrum of options, because there's millions of different eyeshadows out there, and there's millions of different colors, companies, and stuff like that. Everyone sells eyeshadows, but I have my specific eyeshadows that I always start with, my transition colors that help me go through life. Alright, so I have the Z palette that I ordered off of morphebrushes.com. I have some Morphe eyeshadows, but I have Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and those are my ride or die shadows because they're $6, $7. You order them online, drugstore price, but high-end quality, you know what I'm saying? Right here, Creme Brulee, Chickadee, Beaches and Cream, and Peach Smoothie. Alright, all Makeup Geek shadows, all amazing shadows, and I have a different variety because I have different types of looks. More looks are more neutral, some are more warm tone, some are more cool tone, and this gives me the option to be able to adjust. But those 4 right here, ride or die, ride or die. And the Z palette is really nice to have because you can customize your own shadows to what you prefer, what you use on a daily basis, you know? Now we're going to go into loose powder, alright? And there's a lot of types of loose powder in this world, but my favorite is the Coty Airspun Powder Translucent. Alright, this is a very, very good product. I know a lot of other YouTubers who are famous use this, Patrick Starr and NataleaMUA and stuff like that. This is just a really good loose powder to set the under eye with, to bake, to set your whole face with. It's just really awesome. I've had this since May of this year and I'm almost running out. So it really does last you a long time, and it's drugstore price. Get it out Walgreens, like $7 or $8. $7 or $8, it's a really good price. Since we're on baking, a lot of people use the beauty blenders to bake, but I'm telling you, the Real Techniques beauty sponge is where it's at. They have these at Ulta and Walgreens. They're like $10 for 2, other than like a beauty blender that's like $30 for 1, alright? So mine's dirty right now because I used it today and I haven't cleaned it yet, but this is just perfection. It has this flat to go underneath the eye, and it has the tip to get underneath the eye, or flat to go against your nose contour, bake underneath your contour. It's just amazing, and it's very inexpensive, but it's still high quality. I've gone through like 80 million of these. I have a whole bunch with me, you know what I'm saying? But next, we're going to move on to highlighter. A highlighter is like amazing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that highlight, gotta get it going. I don't even think you can see mine. I need to apply some more. But my ride or die highlighter. So my ride or die highlighter, even though I use the Anastasia Glow Kits a lot, my ride or die highlighter is the Champagne Pop highlighter by Becca Cosmetics in collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. I love Jaclyn Hill. She's a very awesome person, and I run through this like none other. It's turned into crumbles because I've dropped it, but it doesn't matter. Any look, I can wear this and it just looks good. It looks elegant, and it has a nice undertone, peach undertone to it, champagne-y, just beautiful. Always applies beautifully, and I just absolutely love it. Alright, so this is my ride or die highlighter, even though I use the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dips like every day. Alright, and I usually apply that with my Morphe M501 brush. I just pop it on the cheekbones, pop it on the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, inner corner brow, sometimes above my brows to give it a little more dewy look, and above my lip. Alright, okay, so I do want to go into the lips, because like lipstick, I don't know, I like lipstick, but I don't wear a lot of bold colors, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I wear makeup, if I'm not wearing lipstick, it doesn't feel complete, you know what I'm saying? So this lipstick is the Maybelline 920 Nude Lust lipstick from the drugstore. This is just perfection in a tube, because doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, you can apply this without using a mirror, and your lips will just look natural, and it looks like you tried and you really didn't, because all you do is swipe, swipe, done. Perfect. Wear this to prom with a dramatic eye, but like a nude lip. It's nice because you can kiss your boyfriend and stuff like that, or eat, you know, and you won't leave like a mess everywhere, won't get all over your teeth. Next, we're gonna go into eyeliner. Eyeliner is also a big thing, because I did a eyeliner Snapchat tutorial just now, so if you want to pause your video real quick and add me on Snap, screenshot this and add me on Snapchat, go right ahead, go ahead and hit pause and add me. Hopefully you can see it. Alright, so add me on Snap, but I did a Snapchat tutorial step by step of how I do my eyeliner, but this is the eyeliner I always come back to. It's dark and it works wonders. So my favorite all-time bronzer, I haven't gone through a lot of bronzers, I'm lying to you, but I have two bronzers right now. In my opinion, the Maybelline Baked Bronzer in 05 Soleil is never let me down. It goes with my skin tone perfectly, no matter what shade I am, and it just applies perfectly, and it lasts me a long time. I've had this baby for like ever, and it just never fails me, and it's always doing me good. You know what I'm saying? It's right there, right there. But I use the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I do like it, but I don't know, it's a little mattifying, and I like having that bronzy glow, you know what I'm saying? I use more of the Hoola bronzer for my contour, if anything, you know what I'm saying? Because it's cool tone, and it looks nice as a contour color, because contour colors are supposed to be cool. As of right now, my favorite blush is going to be the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore. They have one in Luminoso, but I don't really like Luminoso, only because it's a lighter pink, and this one's more of a bronzy or darker pink that match. I just feel like it matches my skin tone more, but I don't really use it. I mean, I don't really favor blushes a whole bunch. For my lashes, I don't really have a ride or die lash either, because I've gone through so many lashes, but I do have a lash that I've always had, and sometimes I don't like it with every look. I do like it with some looks, and I'm wearing it right now. This is the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes. You can get them at Ulta, you can get them at Target or anything, but they're a nice dramatic lash without going too dramatic in my opinion. But then again, I don't think anything's dramatic, you know what I'm saying? I wear them all the time, and I'm used to it. But these lashes, I mean, I've had them forever. I mean, I haven't had these specific ones. I've had the Grand Glamour lash with me whether it be new or anything, for actually like a year and a half, and I always seem to use them whenever I don't know what lashes to wear, or if they're right next to me and it's a simple look and I'm just putting on some lashes. They've always been there for me. Thanks, Vegas Nay. And last but not least, my new favorite lash duo glue is the Brush Unadhesive with Vitamins, but it's a dark shade. I actually really enjoy this one. Dries faster than my regular one. So I have the regular one and I have the dark one. All right, this one is dirty, so don't mind that. This one I've gone through like 3 tubes of this, but it does, I mean, it dries like shiny clear, and this one dries black and shiny, but I'd rather it be black whenever I'm wearing eyeliner and stuff like that. But these two, like the concept of the duo brush on adhesive is my ride or die. But with that being said, I really don't have any more ride or die products for you guys. So I just wanted to mention, because I haven't been on here for like a while, and I think every time I come on here I have a new hair color. My hair is purple now, but it was gray, it was blonde, it was blue, it was brunette, you know, it's been all over the place. I just wanted to talk about it for a second because people have asked me a lot of questions on how I get my hair this color and stuff like that. So, in March of 2016, which is this year, I wanted to start the process of dyeing my hair silver. That was my entire goal, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it so bad. I thought it looked so cool, and that my hair was really curly, that it would just suit my personality, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was gonna be, it would be awesome. And then I dyed my hair gray, and it was a blue undertone because of the dye that she used, so it wouldn't turn into like an ugly gray. It would be nice and silver the way that I wanted it. And if you follow me on Twitter, at NataleaMUA, you'll see my pinned tweet is "Give me silver," but it's blue, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ask me that, but a lot of people did like the blue hair, so that's good. Next color probably. But it started to wash out, and it started to turn blonde, and I started to turn into Sandy from Grease, and I looked like a natural blonde, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be silver. But then, you know what, I was just like, I'm just gonna go in and get my hair dyed again, and we're just gonna see, you know, how it turns out, what color it's gonna be. So I went in to Alana and I was like, yo, I want to dye my hair just another color, just pick whatever. We decided we're just gonna dye it purple, and she dyed my roots a dark midnight purple, and it faded into the rest of my hair. She washed it out and the rest of my hair turned purple, and it looked nice, but it started to wash out again and wash out again, because once you dye your hair so many times, it's hard to hold pigment, especially when it's fragile. So I went to the store myself after it washed out, and I was like, yo, I want a vibrant color. I wanted purple. I liked the purple. It looked good. That's what I felt comfortable in. So I went to Sally's and I got this dye here. I have it with me. It's the Vegan High Voltage Manic Panic by New York in the shade Ultraviolet. This is what's on the end of my hair right now. It kind of dyed out, and I could go over it because I do have extra. And I went with this same dye, but I just did in the shade Purple Haze near my roots, and then I took my hands with gloves on and I literally just went through the rest of my hair, and I left it in for 30 minutes, washed it out. When I was in the shower, I just rinsed it out with cold water while I was in the shower, and it was vibrant. I loved it. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all the rest of my pictures. It just looks great, you know what I'm saying? And now it's at this color. It's like 2-day hair, you know what I'm saying? A little frizzy, but I do like this frizzy, you know, beachy, I guess, vibe. It's looser and bigger. But that's where my hair is right now. If you follow me on Instagram, you can definitely follow me on both my Instagrams, NataleaMUA in the description box, or Natorious. You can comment on any of my pictures and tell me, yo, this is what your next hair color should be, and I'm trying to do it. My next hair color is probably going to be a Kylie Jenner pink. If you haven't seen her new hair color, she bleached her entire head and then started to add light pastel pink colors to it. And I think that's what I'm going to do next. Since I have really curly hair, it'll probably look good. But yeah, I'm trying to dye my hair the rainbow before I die. And that's how everyone, I think, should live. You know what I'm saying? Everyone should just do what makes them happy. And if you follow me on Snapchat, I ranted about this on Snap like a couple, like last week or something like that. Before I did my hair this color, I was just talking about, because a lot of girls are too shy or like too nervous to dye their hair any color. And in my opinion, don't be shy to do whatever you want to do. If you want purple hair, do it. It's what you want, and it probably look good on you because every girl in the world is beautiful. Every girl is going to slay it as it is anyways, and if you do it your own way, it's going to look good. And it takes practice, and you may not like it, but then again, hair grows back. One day that your hair will be all the natural color that it was, and you can start all over. Or you can go professionally to get it done. You can do it yourself. You can do it however you want to, but don't be afraid to do it, because my hair looked bad for a while after the dye washes out, and I don't do my hair every day, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just leave it like this, natural. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of long video. I'm sorry that it was long. I just haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I felt like, hey, I wanna... With that being said, I hope you follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And I hope that you subscribe to my channel. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my social medias. You know the deal, alright? So, have a nice day. Bye!